week of our trip, we based ourselves in a cottage in Ry, near Silkeborg, in what is known as Denmark's Lake District. After the long drive north, this was exactly the kind of Denmark that I had been hoping to find. Beautiful cottages, lakes, forests, and really, really quiet. It was a lovely place to start our trip. The first few days it rained quite a lot, but we didn't mind that. It made it quite cozy in the cottage. I had read about Denmark's 4 seasons in one day and it didn't disappoint, so we got to use all of the clothes that I had packed, so for once my overpacking came in handy. One of the things we were most excited about in this part of Denmark was canoeing on the Gudenå river. I hope I pronounced that right. It's Denmark's longest river, and we ended up going out multiple times on the water because this quickly became our favourite part of this week. It did take us a little while to get the hang of paddling. There was quite a bit of squabbling about who was steering and who was paddling right, and I was trying, not always successfully, to avoid being hit by my son's paddle. But in the end, we got the hang of it and it became really good fun. The lovely Airbnb that we hired for the week came with its own canoe, and it was big enough to fit all 4 of us, which was really handy, so we could use it lots. The stretch that we were paddling was near to Ry, where our cottage was, and it was so idyllic. It was wide, calm, really quiet. We barely saw another person. We just shared it with birds. I saw herons and swans and loads of wildlife, and it was so peaceful, and one of the most memorable adventures that we had in Denmark, and it's where I definitely fell in love with Denmark, was on that river. Don't worry if you're not staying right on the river. You can explore the water from Silkeborg itself. There's canoe and kayak hire I saw from a really good campsite right in the town, and there's other water activities and boats you can go on, so you can still get on the water even if you're not staying right by the river. Our first bike ride attempt was a total fail. We tried to cycle around Lake Mosso, which, although very beautiful through some lovely villages, was mostly on the road, was quite hilly in parts, but unfortunately the weather turned on us halfway and it started to hail and rain and was so cold and windy that the kids had just had enough. So we turned around, headed back to the cottage and thought we'd try another day. Luckily, our next bike ride was much more successful. We did the Silk Trail, which is a 12-kilometre circular route that starts and finishes in Silkeborg. It's mostly off-road, which is really nice if you're travelling with children. It goes through dense woodland along the side of the river. There's lots of nice places to picnic and stop and take a break and take lots of pictures. And it also goes past some of the designated swimming spots. So if you want to get off and have a swim, you're braver than me, you can do that. And it's one I definitely would recommend with children. And eventually the trail came back to the centre of Silkeborg, and we managed to get the boys the milkshakes that they had been desperate for. On the whole ride, we found a really nice ice cream shop that did apparently epic milkshakes, I was told. So we managed to get that for them and they were really happy, and it was a really lovely day out. One of the small things I really loved was our food shopping at the Remo 1000 stores. It was really fun picking up lots of really lovely fresh bread and fruits and veggies and seeing all the different labels on the food, and we had fun just comparing what things were called in Denmark to what we call them in English. The food was really, really good, so I was really happy that we decided to go self-catering. It made it really affordable and really easy and accessible for us. This Airbnb was owned by 2 artists, Anne and Svier, who make beautiful woven fabrics, and really lovely pottery. So the cottage was full of really pretty items that made it feel really cozy and very Danish. I got to spend a little bit of time working on my book, writing in a cottage in the woods, which is one of my dreams come true, so I was super happy. Today we drove to Silkeborg and had a walk around there from the woods and walked through the town. It's a beautiful little town, quite big town actually. We had a really nice coffee. We saw the steam boat to go out. We talked to some really nice people. We also spent some time just driving around the Silkeborg area, getting a feel for what it would be like to live in this beautiful part of Denmark. There were bikes on every road that we went on, and it was good to see that their parking machines are just as confusing as they are in the UK. Silkeborg itself is a really lovely town on the river. If you like the outdoors, this would be heaven for you. Everywhere I looked, people were canoeing, running, hiking, biking. I really liked it, and it's somewhere I'd like to spend more time when we go back to Denmark. Silkeborg is also home to the Yelin, the world's oldest still operating coal-powered paddle steamer, which my engineers loved seeing. We did the walk up to the viewpoint at Himmelberget. I'm so sorry, Denmark, if I've said that totally wrong. Which was a nice, easy walk up to the viewpoint with some interesting little sculptures on the way up. And then we drove back through lots more countryside with Christmas trees, back to the cottage. Having a little walk around outside the cottage first thing in the morning. It's so gorgeous here. All you can hear is birds and the sun's coming up behind me. We've had such a lovely week here. It's been so peaceful. I've really loved it, and we've seen a really calm, beautiful part of Denmark. The weather's been on and off, which I expected, but it's been really refreshing actually. And now we are on to Copenhagen next.